Welcome to YEET CHECK. Get your shoes on. The game is about to begin.
Boom, we're live. Bro, it might come to as a shock to some listeners, some humble listeners of this podcast, that I actually edit this podcast. Not in its entirety. You do some of the tiki-talkies.
Yes, but you do all the heavy lifting.
It's come a point now at episode 11 where we're running out of our yeets.
Yes, the quarter time cuts.
So if this is the first time you're listening to this podcast and you don't know what to expect, between every segment that we do, we chuck a little yeet in there. A clip, a meme, a series of goofs, gaffs and laughs, all centered around yeet.
And it's close to 50 yeets.
A lot of
now.
A lot of yeets.
Add it up, many yeets.
On average, about 6 yeets per game. We call the podcast The Game. So we're running out quickly. We used all the famous Vine yeets. Mm-hmm. We've used all the other yeets, the et al. Yeets, the miscellaneous yeets.
I've gotten to the point where I'm somewhat of the yeet connoisseur.
Yeah, you are the collector of the yeets. I will give you that.
I'm the collector of the yeets, and there's only so many videos with 7 views of like of an 11-year-old with like his first phone being like, "This is my yeet video,"
and then he just throws like a toy bear or something.
Yeah, there's only so many of those I can find.
Yeah, I feel like you know what I'm about to put down. I'm going to throw it to you, the humble yeetle. That is the person listening to this podcast right now. If you feel inclined, I'd like you to film yourself doing a yeet. Like if you've stumbled across someone doing a yeet, submit your yeet is what I'm trying to say. If you'd like to be featured in the podcast, basically in between the segments that we have, send us a video at submityouryeet@gmail.com, preferably landscape format, but if it comes in portrait, I'll deal with it as it comes.
We want you to give us the yeet. Yeet long, yeet hard.
Yep.
And most importantly, have fun.
Correct. If you've stumbled across a yeet, we'd love to have it and include it in the podcast. Thank you for your time. Now we have an entire podcast to record. Welcome to YEET CHECK. This is where we want to put your yeets. All you got to do is send a video to the email address submityouryeet@gmail.com and I'll chuck it right here. So go and do it, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
There's a man we need to save, Cam, in the NBA.
He's connected to my Wizwaz, isn't he?
There is. We've retired the Rui jersey today, but
that's because it's sweaty from our Monday night game, because that's the jerseys that I wear.
Oh, there's only so many Rui's I can call out as you hoist threes.
I hoisted 2, and they were terrible shots, but I was like, you know what? Maybe they might go in.
And I yelled, Rui! after each one. But there's another man who needs to, well, first of all, wash and then retire his Wizards jersey. And I'm talking of one Bradley Lil Panda Beal.
Yeah, BB.
We need to get him out of Washington.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, bro. I feel like he's a man that cares.
Yes.
He cares about his game. He cares about the people he plays with. He cares about the organization. But sometimes you got to do like Happy Gilmore. No, not Happy Gilmore. Who's the other one he played? Iconic character, Adam Sandler. Back to school.
Oh, now you've
back to school.
Stop looking at me, swine.
Yep. Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
What are you here
I was
for?
thinking of was it Happy Madison, the production
That's his
company?
production
and I was like,
company,
that's
company,
just
yeah.
combining both of them.
Yeah, it's a loose reference, but I'm referring to when he grabs the kid and just starts shaking him.
For the love of God, cherish it.
We are Billy Madison shaking the fat kid with his chubby cheeks, just saying like, instead of, you got to cherish it, you do. We're saying, you got to get out, you do. Like this, and the kid's cheeks like.
Just Bradley Beal's face.
Yeah.
That's an alarming noise.
If you're listening to this, you'll never know what I just did.
There's like an ecosystem of Bradley Beal's sad face memes rolling around at the moment. Just him just looking depressed on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, just like some slumped forward ones. Yeah. Like just like between all of the Gatorade and all the sponsorship bottles that they're separating the players, just like sliding down the chair slowly as like the game slips away from them.
And you're physically sliding down the chair, really putting your heart and soul into it, like Bradley Beal is doing, but it's not getting you the W's of con.
No, because you need to watch this on YouTube to see me do that.
Yeah,
and while you're there, subscribe.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, how can we get Bradley Beal out? There needs to be some form of campaign of such. You know, I was racking my brain. How can we do this? Like, you know, we don't quite have the platform to force a trade for him. But there's one man who might be able to do it for us.
Who's that?
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah. How do we know Kendrick Perkins? How is he going to do our dirty work?
Well, funny you ask, because he already has.
I'm Kendrick Perkins. Please be the answer for an NBA player that's suffering right now. He needs our help. Please call the Washington Wizards right now or go online to ESPN Trade Machine and work out a trade right now. Look, for a couple of contracts or maybe some draft picks, you could rescue Bradley Beal from the worst team in the NBA. You can provide happiness, buckets, winning, and freedom. Call before the trade deadline, and the Wizards will send you Bradley Beal in this beautiful tote bag for free. This is your chance to say, I won't sit back and watch Bradley Beal suffer. Please call or go online to the NBA Trade Machine right now. Together, we can all save Bradley Beal.
I love it so much, but it hurts me so much. I love you, Kendrick Perkins, for doing that. He's slowly becoming more and more favourable, in my opinion. I listened to his recent podcast with All the Smoke, and he's just... And the amount of motherfuckers that man drops is ridiculous.
He tees off on James Harden.
Yeah, I need to watch the rest of it, because I've only watched like the first couple of minutes, and I was just like, I'm sold. Kendrick, I used to just really despise you on the ESPN because he just like cannot say any word correctly. We gotta be successful. Like, no, son, it's successful. Say it properly.
I think that's what makes this funnier, though, is his accent.
Yeah, true.
Please call today.
The saddest part about all this is that you're not too far away from a Bradley Beal in your life as well.
Please explain.
Last night at the game, bro. I played a game of basketball last night.
This is for the non-YEET CHECK side.
Yeah. So I play on Monday nights with you. I play on Tuesday nights with a bunch of just throw-togethers. And your boy put up 14 and 6. Strong Div 4 numbers.
That's big Div 4 numbers.
Yeah, 14 and 6. The score was 71-30. We lost.
Oh, no.
And I sat on the back and on the end of the bench. I'd done all I could. And I was like...
But it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. We got outrun. We got outplayed. Midway through the second, I'd hit 6 and we'd hit 7 points.
What more can this man do?
I was a beast in the paint. I'd finally come back. It's been a couple of weeks where I played with you and I just didn't feel like my former self. And I had finally got my team against, like my game against the 5'7" squad of the other team. And I was like, man's going to eat. And I ate.
The other team scored 71 points.
Yeah,
there's not many rebounds going around, but you grabbed 7 of them.
Yeah, at least. I don't know.
At
Maybe
least.
As much as we can help, we should help Bradley Beal because I know exactly, and I repeat, exactly how he's going, how he's feeling. 1-800 save Beal. 1-800 save Cam.
If you can find a trade for Bradley Beal, we'll throw Cam in as well.
I'll get 0 points. I won't even come off the bench.
Maybe we could trade you for Bradley Beal.
Imagine Tuesday night squad, Div 4, Bradley fucking Beal comes out.
I don't know if the salaries match up though.
Yeah,
You've got to, he can't match this YEET CHECK coin we're making.
Yeah, it's 37 million versus $0.
Versus, like, how much do you have to pay on Tuesdays? Like, you're paying to play.
$10.
So you're negative $10 per game.
And one of my mates filled in for me last night because he said over the weekend previous that he wouldn't mind just having a game or two. And I was like, yeah, come in. So I paid for him as well. So I'm negative $20.
Not only are you putting your heart and soul in it, but you're putting your hard-earned in it.
Yeah.
You're putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. I sold a sink to get that $20 off Marketplace.
Why do I feel like that's not a joke?
It's not a joke. Some guy called Dean came over 9:30 on a Saturday night. Bought my sink.
This is my balling money.
Yeah, I can ball this week, guys. I can play.
This is where we want to put your yeets. All you got to do is send a video to the email address submittoyouryeet@gmail.com and I'll chuck it right here. So go and do it, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
A couple of weeks ago, my bro, we established our meme team.
The definitive meme team.
Yeah. And you started it. You assembled a bunch of fells and said, Cambo, I need some help. Let me know. Who should I add? And there was one guy I was really proud of.
Yep.
Because he kind of not goes unseen in the NBA, but he kind of
unappreciated.
Unappreciated and how do I say this? Unover memed. Like, he should be memed way more. I know that's kind of the same of underappreciation, but it's not at the same time.
He's an unheralded meme lord.
And he's slowly going to become more and more so, I think, as we shed a little bit of light onto him. And also another podcast, which is a smaller and I would say more terrible podcast. It's not smaller, it's way bigger because it's run by...
Shots fired.
It's only done 3 episodes. It's Duncan Robinson's podcast.
Rookie numbers.
And he went on his pod, and for some reason, I can't even remember the context of why he got into this conversation, but he let the people of his podcast, the listeners of his podcast, know what we've known all along. That Robin Lopez is one of the great meme lords. Did I say it was Robin Lopez?
No, but you have now.
I've kind of had the privilege of getting to know Robin a little bit just through my friends have been his teammates. So we were, I think it was third quarter in Washington. There, Tyler goes to the basket, draws a foul. He kind of, does the head back, kind of leans into the call, definitely maybe manipulates a whistle a little bit. Just good basketball play, smart IQ, but gets the whistle, and Tyler's at the line. Mind you, there's no fans in Washington, like there aren't in many arenas. So it's dead quiet. Robin is sitting on the baseline, crisscross applesauce, mind you. And he's watching. He's not in the game. He's just sitting on the baseline. And he has a very deep, clear voice. And it's after the first free throw, dead silence. He goes, "This league is full of theatrics and thespians. Several of you are worthy of Oscar-level performances for what you've done tonight. You should all be embarrassed. All of you. Embarrassed."
He's a man of culture. Yeah, a man of culture. This is a man that you can very clearly tell went to an Ivy League school.
This league is full of theatrics and thespians.
It's Shakespeare-esque, isn't it? It's like a soliloquy to the side of stage.
Oh, isn't it just? It's it really warms the place in my heart that spent 5 years at university getting a fucking English degree and an arts degree.
First of all,
yes,
praise the diversity in this man's memeage game.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen the fake fighting in the locker room.
Yes, we have.
Beating up mascots.
Yes.
But this lends me to my next point. He used to, when he hits a three, he stirs a cup of tea.
Really high.
And sips it.
Yes.
I want to imagine that he's actually drinking a cup of tea, like cross-legged on like a chair on the bed. And someone's
bro, not just cross-legged. It's crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, crisscross applesauce. Yeah, I didn't understand what he meant until I heard the quote. And I was like, oh, of course. But you know that someone's just hollered at him down the bench, like Raul Neto has said, "Robin, what's going on?" And he's like, "Well, sir, let me tell you."
"Sit down, young boy, let me tell you a tale."
Tyler Herro is at the line, and I tell you why. The theatrics of this thespian
is indubitably coherent to the game's culture and the game's spirit.
It reminds me of our great team, the Port Adelaide Football Club.
Oh, right, yeah.
Last year celebrated 150 years.
Correct.
And throughout that celebration, there was a lot of articles and stuff put out of games that happened like in the 1800s.
Yes.
And it reminds me of the description of like 1800s journalists of like football games back then. Like, you know, like... The length of the kickage of the tall centre half was most admirable in his heights of the length of his kicks. Like, you know.
I can't believe the athleticism on these little gents, and I wish them very well as they go about their premiership ambitions. Congratulations to those who've won, and I don't even know, salutations to those who've lost. I don't even know what that means.
That's genuine spittage on me.
Did I? I'm
Look
so
at
sorry.
that.
I'm so sorry. Let me clean you.
But I had to let you finish the bit. But yeah, you can imagine like Robin Lopez, like, I want him to commentate the game in this, like, most admirable shot by one Bradley Beal as he taketh the ball to the hole for his 60th point in yet another loss. A worthy adversary was...
And I wish him very well as he tries to escape the clutches of the Washington Wizards. And I believe she'll be traded to another team. Again soon.
As he releases the ball with the most highest of arcs of the spiral of the leather spaulding to tickle thine twine with another dime.
Tickle thine time with another dime is a fucking bar.
It is. I wish that I wasn't stealing it from NBA Live 2003.
Damn.
The commentary on that game was all time.
Was it?
Yeah, I can't remember who the color commentator was, but like that was whenever he got an assist. It was tickles a twine with another dime.
Keep going.
No.
People love our impressions. They come to this podcast for our impressions. Didn't Giles say?
No.
Well, your mate Giles gives us a weekly rundown feedback.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we get...
But gives it to you and you screenshot it and send it to me. Giles, I see it all as well,
We get
brother,
the
man.
weekly like feedback. I think what he does
Give
is
it more. I love it.
He listens / watches to it at the gym. So in between like sets, he dot points as the pod's going. So it's a real time run sheet of what he thinks.
I love it.
I think what you were alluding to though was another friend of mine, Dylan, who just sent me a message out of nowhere saying, "Hey man, when's the point that you do Owen Wilson impressions in the podcast?"
I love that your friends listen. A lot of like random mates of mine will chuck a listen, and I'm like, what? Why do you even care about this? But then they've followed our Instagram.
I say that to everyone who listens to this, like, why?
This is for real, in-depth analysis of NBA, AFL, and sometimes lacrosse.
Memes.
Correct. Yeah, okay, yeah. If we always finish each other's
Memes.
sandwiches.
Fuck.
This is where we want to put your yeets. All you got to do is send a video to the email address submittoyouryeet@gmail.com and I'll chuck it right here. So go and do it, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
The Warriors are killing it at the moment with their broadcast team. And particularly because they're getting Klay Thompson on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I did see hashtag reporter Clay. Just, again, proving the point that we know who the biggest meme lords are in the league.
Yeah, and
he was the starting shooting guard for our meme team.
I was prepared to just do an all reporter Clay bit before something took over it. Like there was a point where he interviewed Steph after the game.
Yeah, very funny.
And the first question he asked him was about taking a ball to the face.
Yeah.
And Steph just goes, "Oh, we call that ball head."
It's like you just pick the two like key words in the sentence of like the ball hits you in the head and just put them together. Steph.
Yeah, ball hits you in the head and you've just taken out the middle bits. Yeah, we call it ball head.
We call it ball head.
But the best bit I found was after the game.
Yes.
One Rodney Magruder,
Yeah.
who plays for the Detroit Pistons.
He does.
Was getting into it with what's that guy's name? Juancho Anderson something?
I don't know.
My point being, like, I literally don't even know this man's name, but Clay was not having it.
Rodney Magruder. Oh, no, this dude might be out the league soon. He's probably mad about that. Who knows?
Wow. Shots fired.
He's over here checking my guy. You good?
Everybody seems to be okay, and everybody's going to their respective locker rooms there. But
yeah, I don't know.
No. So that will end it right there. But
That's savage.
5 over here trying to start something like he's a good player or something. It's like, bro, get out of here. You might be. Sorry. All right, we're done.
Easy.
We're done.
I thought this was just a meme because Clay was memeing all game. Like he's turning up the memes to 11 on the broadcast, and I thought he's really just like, I'm going out on a high note. I'm calling out Rodney Magruder. But then Draymond Green got asked about this after the game, and let me say this first because I don't remember if he says it in the clip. He wasn't even on the court when this happened.
Okay.
He was in the locker room, and this is what Draymond Green says about it.
Apparently he was taking up for Wayne Ellington. When the fuck Rodney Magruder become the tough guy of the team? Like, I don't know, man. Everybody in the league tough these days. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of tough guys this year. I don't understand it. And don't nobody do anything. So, like, if you really wanted to do something, you could have done it. Walk over there talking shit like he's a team tough guy. The hell out of here. Fucking tough guy, Rodney. Fucking tough guy. I don't know, man. There's too many tough guys in this league these days for me. But I know ain't nobody scared of no damn Rodney Magruder. Like, fucking kidding me? It's crazy.
I feel like halfway through him talking about it, he realizes that his name is in fact Rodney, and he just finds that so hilarious.
Nobody's scared of no Rodney.
Rodney. You know, a man called Rodney stepping up to me. I'm not going to be scared of a man called Rodney. I've met a few scary Rodneys in my time. I'd be scared of Rodney Magruder. I don't care.
Yeah, Rod, like...
That's like a bikie's name.
Yeah, welcome to Australia, boys. Like, if you're talking to a Rod, he's probably in the bar wearing footy shorts.
Yep.
Same pair of shorts he's worn for the last 30 years because he just plays football to hurt people.
Correct.
He's in the pub with a wife beater on. He's about 8 pints deep, and he does not give a fuck.
He's got like the filthiest mullet as well. Like, it's really, really short on top, and it's really like rat's tail sort of levels mullet on the back.
He's one of those dudes who's like always real sweaty, but like, you know, the tradie dirt sweat. Like, they've been out all day.
So yeah, it's
like
not,
there's a bit of grit to it too.
Yeah, it's not like fat boy like pudgy sweat. Like, it's not like, oh, a little bit of sun, my boy, I'm sweating. It's like, I've worked my ass off. I'm actually quite fit for a guy that sinks beers from 9 a.m. on a Saturday all the way until 9 a.m. on Monday morning.
He earned that sweat by building houses and beating up scene kids.
Jesus, at the skating.
Yeah, beating up kids with skateboards.
Yeah, exactly. So, Draymond, I love your spirit as well, my bro. But if you ever find yourself in Australia, stay away from the Rodneys, okay?
Keep that same energy with Aussie Rodney, man.
This is where we want to put your yeets. All you got to do is send a video to the email address submittoyouryeet@gmail.com, and I'll chuck it right here. So go and do it, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
I don't know what meth the Gold Coast Suns have been smoking lately. I don't know what fucking D-rugs, what bloody crazy disco biscuits and or weed brownies they've been chewing on lately. But my God, this post that I saw the other day, lordy.
Had a couple half a he-hoos.
Oh my God, did they chow down on some wacky tobacco? Maybe even sniffed a couple of Benny Cousins specials.
Couple ding-dongs.
Yeah, a couple of ding-dong wing-wongs. And my bro, this came out of the end after this.
I haven't even seen this yet,
crazy session.
Don't be afraid. Run.
Very confused.
Sometimes less is more. Sometimes you don't have to bring your weekend job shooting intense, very, very intense clubs of a Saturday night into your football team that you work for as well. All I'm going to say is, whoever made that video, just chill, son.
Chill out.
Chill out. It's too much. I just want to watch a couple of fellas run around the field and just kick it to each other. I don't need to see meth antics. Like, I don't need to see Crazy Boys edition 7 of some sort of weird wacko tobacco session.
The transitions and the Skrillex vibes of that. Like,
too much.
I just want to see Matt Rowe's zinked up face. Like, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
And I love the Gold Coast Suns. I've said it before on this podcast. They're my second favourite team. And Sam Collins is my favourite player in the league. I love the way he goes about it. I don't love the way the social media team at the Gold Coast Suns are going about it at the moment. They're ruining the spirit of the game.
that video was a lot.
That was a fucking heat, mate.
Oh man, I don't want to rag too much on it, but it reminds me of like when you first discover like transitions and stuff on Premiere, and you're like glitch effect, star swipe, earthquake, shake, boom. Just like, they've just got everything and just put it in a blender and just gone like.
They've grabbed. What I thought, though, is that for the rest of this podcast, I edit the podcast. Anyway, I was saying about...
Just the whole, like, the screen's gone like...
Hey, man, do you listen to Yeet Check? It's a pretty sick podcast!
Just turkey noises, though.
Yeah, because I can't do like...
I know, but it's just funny. Like, I know you're trying to do like a dubstep noises, but you're just like
boom, boom.
There you go.
Like that.
You need what's the OG Skrillex song with like the
Yes! Oh my God! No! Wow! Yeah. Scary, nice monsters and nice sprites.
Scares. Yeah.
Sprites. I think
It's that. Except they should have done that, but with like a. Like, yes, Matty Round! Boom, boom, boom.
And then just proceed with all the turkey noises. Yes, Matty Round!
But instead of like they're showing how hard the boys are working on the track, which looks like that was a very physical session.
Not
but
definitely.
Instead of that, it's just like, yes, oh my Matty Round! And then just him just walking slowly with his face synced up, going like, boom, 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 boom. I don't think that's beyond the Suns because I've actually made some pretty funny out there videos.
They do make top tier memes. This was just a bit of a swing and a miss, I think.
Which I think we've had this conversation before, but we both love the Sacramento Kings social media.
Great social media
because they're just a meme account.
Yeah, the team sucks. They know it sucks, so they just go about their day with memes and other tomfoolery. It's like St Kilda did it quite well about 5 years ago when they were fucking terrible. They did a lot of like Homer retreating into the bush when they'd get blown out and all that sort of stuff.
I think the Suns need to take on that mindset, and not the like we're no good, we have to do this, but they're like the meme team because they're so young. Like, I feel like the memes suit the demographic of the team, so you could have like. Don't go straight to thinking like, oh, we need like sad cows in the ocean with the score like over the top of it memes like Sacramento, but like just everything they post is a Matty Rowe meme.
Yeah, just really, really getting around their main fell for the future.
This is where we want to put your yeets. All you got to do is send a video to the email address submityouryeet@gmail.com and I'll chuck it right here. So go and do it, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
I've got a clip I want to run for you, Cam,
Yes.
with no context, and
Yes.
then I'll explain it later.
Okay.
This ball to Jay Crowder. Lines it up and knocks it down. Big shot, Crowder.
I think you know where I'm going with this. My Phoenix Suns
Yeah.
have just beaten the Dallas Mavericks on the back of a DeAndre Ayton alley-oop and then a clutch Jay Crowder 3 to make it 105-96.
Yes.
The camera then cuts to the bench.
Yeah.
On the bench is Frank Le Tank Kaminsky.
I love a bit of Frankie.
And he's throwing up the three goggles with a real aggressive hip sway going on.
I love everything about it.
And I want to ask you,
Yeah.
what are your GOAT 3-point celebrations?
Before you go into that, I just want to show you this photo. And this photo is a photo of me doing that exact celebration at a family reunion over the weekend.
You're doing the inverted Frank Kaminsky. You look like you're wearing like Kurt Cobain glasses. Like,
very cute. That's because one time when I was younger, I found that you could do that, the reverse Frank, like this with my eyes.
Do you want to do it?
Like that?
I'll hold this.
Okay, hold my thing. So I was about 12 years old, and I was doing this on the couch, not knowing that my entire family was watching me do it. And I had no context as to why I was doing it. So they just looked over and their 13 or 12-year-old kids just doing this, and without realizing, I'm looking off into the nothingness, and then my mum goes, "Cam," and I go, "What?" And Mum's never let me down, and I cried straight after because I was like, "Oh, don't pick on me."
Does she make you dance, monkey? She's like, "Cam, do the thing, dance, monkey, dance."
Do the hilarious thing that we all enjoy. And I go, "Okay, Mum."
Make the funnies.
And then they all go, "Oh, yes." Because my family are full of rich fat people.
I would prefer it much better if like you did, like they're all yelling at you to do that thing, and then in like synchronized they'll just go.
It was a really pleasant clap.
Yeah. Well done, Cameron.
Yeah, well done, sir. We'll keep him.
This room is full of theatrics and thespians. Frank Kaminsky is just absolutely stolen your celebration.
Yeah, he's done the 2006 Cammy Boy.
Yeah, and he's turned into the 2021 Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
But context here. We've touched on many a time, much to the listeners' chagrin, that we play social basketball with each other, and you are yet to hit a 3-pointer for the team because you don't shoot many threes.
I've never shot a 3-pointer in a game before in my life.
Never hit a 3-pointer.
Oh, I've definitely shot him.
I've definitely shot him.
I'm definitely yeeting more as I get older because I'm running out of time. I'm 28 with not much life to live.
So my mission this season is for you to hit one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you to keep shooting them. And I'm going to keep passing you the ball in positions where you can shoot them.
Done.
And when you do, I want you to be ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to throw 3 to the dome. I want to do something cooler. And when I say cooler, I want to do something more.
Yeah. I want you to be all out. So I've brought this up because this is the bar.
Yes.
The bar is the Frank Kaminsky hip, pelvic thrusting, swaying, Elvis hips, upside down, real right way up, Cameron goggle.
I'm listening.
Celebration.
Yes.
So what are you going to do when you hit a 3?
I think I've got to embrace our main point guard for the meme team, and that is Juan Lance Stevenson.
Yes.
And pull out
Carry on.
Not just a little strum of the guitar. I'm talking a full solo as I run back down the court on whoever's face, whoever's closest, whoever defender's closest to me at the time of my release point. He's gonna get a full facial of solo, and he's like, dude, I was like 9 meters away from them. Okay.
Can you give it a bit of an akadaka hop down the court as well, like one leg, and then give it a bit of a Jimi Hendrix, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Is this gonna be an audible solo, or is it all? Because it'd be funny if it was completely silent.
I'm gonna go full turkey, like full turkey as I shred in whatever young fella's face that I've accidentally or on purpose hit a 3 in front of, or maybe I do just go too much and do the AC/DC crab walk, or whatever they call it, down the court, and just completely give up on the next play on defense because I'm still crab walking.
You've earned it.
Yeah, as everyone.
It.
Yeah, we're playing box and 1. There's no 1 in this play in the defense.
Box.
We're playing box because we've only got 4 players because our dickhead of a fucking fat center is still Angus Young kicking down the court.
Can you combine all the best attributes of a world-class Axeman?
Yeah, of like the 80s and 90s you're talking
Yeah,
about. It has
so,
to be the 80s and 90s because
like-
it got a bit too like self-aware and lame after that.
I'm thinking like I'm just throwing out some ideas,
Yep.
and you can pick them up and you can put them down.
Yeah.
So we've got Angus Young. We're hopping down the court on one leg. We're
Yep.
kicking that guitar.
Yep.
We've got behind the head Jimi Hendrix style, as we've touched on.
Yes.
What about we've got like a guitar spin. You've got the strap, you've got the wireless BC Rich, and you know the bass, the drop's about to hit for the breakdown, and you've just spun that bitch around.
Maybe I do that. I'm picking up that. So I spin the bass around and just like start like literally crab dipping. Like
Yeah,
they
and
used to do.
that's where I'm going next. So
Yeah.
we're going crab dipping with a stomp. You got to stomp on the like, 'cause
and
Ed-
also be the drummer at the same point and get the stick and hit the sub drop. No, the
Oh no, I thought like before every like not every, but like occasionally when there's-
before every breakdown.
when right before the like hits, there's always like a
Yeah.
like as an established frontman yourself, you know that every good frontman needs a good stomp box.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
You're gonna stomp box.
I'm gonna push over
Just this-
Tim.
Like you're gonna Julius Hodge the middle of the court. Pretend that's Brett Maher's signature, and you're just gonna be
Yeah.
stomping on that bitch.
Oh no, I'm just gonna get our friend Tim, push him over, and just like kneel for me, Tim, and then just put my foot in his back.
Then a bit of two-stepping.
Yeah, and then I expect that he has to take it as you throw up as I'm shredding. You're gonna throw up the flames,
Yeah.
the crowd flames.
I'm at Parkway Drive in 2006.
Yeah, baby.
At HQ.
To 2009 because they kept on going till about 2009 before they turned into dad metal.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
Oh, bro, every CD after, anything after Deep Blue was just a frisbee.
But to top it off,
Yeah.
I want and preferably it can go in one of two directions.
Yes.
One is back on defense into the center of the back line of the zone, because we only play zone in social basketball.
Correct.
Except for when we want to be dicks and we play man because we like to win.
Yeah, well, you got to win. You can play funny until the fourth quarter, then you got to lock in.
Yeah. Or
That's when I go to the bench.
if you can slide. Yeah, I've pooched my surprise here, but I want you to do a knee slide.
I'm not knee sliding.
Straight into the face of the opposing bench and just shred a guitar solo.
And so much so that it's the full rotating around your head.
Like you're Mr. Schneebley.
Yeah,
Mr.
you're Jewish Schneebley. Even if there's only they've only got 6 players, so there's just one dude on the bench, and it's just me going.
That's
and it's the second quarter, 8th minute, so it's not even a worth celebrating point.
Because that's what I was hoping you would order.
The first one was close that I shot on Monday. The second one was just so far off, it wasn't even remotely funny.
Oh, there was no chance that you were going to be knee sliding and busting out
it was
a
so
Jack
far
Black
in air. It was
acapella guitar solo.
We talked about earlier last night's game. The first shot I jacked up because I knew I had to put up some shots to win this thing. The first shot I put up was a full Paul George in the last playoffs to win the game. It just hit not even directly on the side of the backboard. It just hit the back of the backboard and just bounced out. And I was like, oh, it's going to be like that for the rest of the game, mate. Ended up getting 14 and 7, but still, F me.
I'll teach you my ways.
This is where we want to put your yeets. All you got to do is send a video to the email address submittoyouryeet@gmail.com and I'll chuck it right here. So go and do it, please. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
We spoke about last week, Cam, that it's been a light week in terms of last week has been a light week in terms of
2 weeks.
memeage.
Yep.
And YEET CHECK specific plays.
Yeah, and the main plays we talk about that are YEET CHECK specific plays
are
putbacks.
Charlotte Hornets commentary.
Yeah, but that's not exactly.
Stop listing them because I've got both of those in one clip.
Woo!
Falling out of bounds and threw a beautiful pass to Devontae. Oh, my goodness! Didn't see that coming! Hum-diddly-dee!
Yeah.
Hum-diddly-dee! Yes. That's my favourite LaMelo play this year, won't lie. And I also like how he kind of used the other guy, whoever he put back dunked on, his hand to dunk it, because that really didn't... I mean, yes, he guided it through. I'm aware that the reason why it went through is because of LaMelo, but it definitely wasn't his hand that put it through the basket. It was whoever he dunked on's hand that went up for the rebound.
Oh, it was huge, and I immediately thought of you when this happened.
I saw it, and I was like, instant stiff. I was rock hard. Pardon?
Excuse me?
Sorry, I vagued out. Because
you were rock hard.
Yeah, because all the
blood flew out of your head
straight
and to
into
your
my
penis.
Real Jesus. Yeah, so I saw it. It's great. The commentator is still the GOAT commentator. He's one of my favorite humans to listen to because he does squeal like a little but he also just hits the notes in such a way that makes my ears massaged.
He hits his voice at a level where it's like a voice break.
Yeah,
but
it does sound like a 14.
It's a maintained voice break.
How do you do? Like, oh, it sounds so good, and it's not. It doesn't have that like cool 90s like it's a mama jamma rama frama ladies mama there goes that man like that sort of thing.
He's not tickling the twine with another dime.
No,
that's for
he's
sure.
not like all of the old white guys that do like that was a slam and dunk, and then Mark Jackson with the mama there goes that man. Like it's the oh shit, like, and that's all he is. And I just think he's bringing commentary in the 2021s. You know, why did that tickle you so much?
I don't know. But I just pictured you, like, because I feel like this guy is like you embodied as an AFL, as an NBA commentator.
Yeah.
But that would be you, just like every play, just like holy fuck,
Bong ding ding no 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 no.
It's just an outburst of noise and then just random sounds like, oh my god, bang.
That's getting very Donny from
Yeah.
Wild Thornberries.
I do a great Donny.
Yeah.
Hey man, show us the point of the pod where you do Donny.
Mellow.
That was episode 3, and we also did the groan tube.
This will be the longest podcast we've done. If we didn't edit the fuck out of this podcast would be about 2 hours. Just know that if you're hearing this is 2 hours worth of podcast. This is a great clip. Thank you. We should wrap this whole thing up before we get in trouble with the law of podcasts for being too ridiculous.
Yeah, and before I get convinced to do this other bit that I had that was supposed to go at the start that we didn't do.
What was it?
NBA All-Stars.
Oh yeah, we'll do that later.
Yeah, it's a long way
We'll do
away.
it closer to the time where
Closer
it's all
to when the game actually happens in 3 years.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.